In this lesson, we'll be learning how to apply value to basic forms in order to make a 3D lifelike object. So we have the cube, cylinder, cone, and a sphere. In these objects, you want to make sure that we are eliminating contour when we're applying value. And that's what makes things look realistic, because line doesn't exist in real life. So when you are looking at these edges and you apply value, those edges should kind of eliminate. And sometimes you have to use the background in order to do so. Okay? So when you get ready to add your value, that you want to create a blend from dark to light. What you never want to do is take your finger and use your finger to smear to create a blend. No. Instead, you want to hold your pencil from the back to create your light values. That way you can apply a very light gray value and let that transition to your light white. And then you hold your pencil close to the lead to add your darker value. And it's easy to blend from dark to gray. If you want to create a smoother blend between your grays, you can use a circular motion like I'm doing here. Or when you're using like a directional value, you can cross those values. You can go one direction, change your direction, change back to that original direction, and that creates a nice even tone value as well. Okay? As we get started on actually applying the value, we notice our light source. As it comes down and hits the object, we create a highlight area, we create a midtone area, and then a core shadow area, as well as a cast shadow. When we go around these objects, we want to make sure we eliminate the contour. So we want our values to meet those edges. So you'll notice that I didn't darkly contour my objects, my forms. So as I start adding my value in, I'm picking one direction, and I'm filling that whole area. Then I change directions, and I'm going across that entire area again. Notice I'm holding my pencil from the back to create a light value, because this is my highlight. This is the lightest part of this object. When we then move to the midtone, we'll create a middle gray, and then for the core shadow, it'll be our darker value. Again, each one of these, we want to create a clean edge. We want to stay inside our lines, so we don't have, and if you do go outside the lines a little bit, go back and erase. As you start adding in the darker sides, match your value first, and then go back and create a darker value. But make sure you don't do like layers or areas of value. You want to try to cover the top and the bottom as long as you can, and cover that middle of that section so you don't have like little gaps of areas of value. So as you start adding your values in and you watch along with the video, feel free to pause it and go forward. I'm going to take you through all four of these forms, adding the values, crisping up the edges. You'll see me also add a cast shadow, which is where the shadow of the object hits the table, as well as the background, and creating the value so you have a table. Remember, your paper is not attached to the table, so you can always turn your paper whatever direction you need to help you better apply your values. Okay? Don't put yourself in a physical weird position, all right, when you're working.
Da da da, da da da. It's easy to learn and it's easy to sing. Just hum the tune to any old thing. Da da da, da da da. Mama and Pa go da-da-da-da. Sister Suze goes doodle-oo-doo. Next it modulates to another key. Doodle-la-da-da-da. Then there comes a change in the melody. Doodle-la-da-da-da-da-da. Cha da da da, cha da da da. You must admit this vamp's got it. Just go do.
Shaking like a leaf on a tree that's coming loose from the stem. Shaking like a leaf on a tree because I'm coming loose, my man. I'm like a weeping willow, weeping on my pillow. For years and years there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my ba da da ba wa da ba ba da ba 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 da wa da. Down and down he dragged me, like a fiend he nagged me. For years and years there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my ba-da-da-ba-da-da-da. Although I may be blue, still I'm true. I must tell him goodbye rather than have that man gonna lay me down and just die. So, broken-hearted sisters, aggravated misters, lend me your ears, there ain't no sweet man that's worth the salt of my ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da. dogs sway the rhythm, and the children play the rhythm, and the birds flap their wings and rhythm. Oh, the breezes slow the rhythm, and the river flow the rhythm. Every flower was in rhythm all day through. Every dance and every melody acts according to his recipe. Everybody working rhythm, everybody talking rhythm, and it seems like working too without rhythm, man.
When you get started with the sphere, you want to make sure you go ahead and take your time to draw in a nice clean circle. So if you sketched it out, you don't want to still have a sketchy looking circle. So you want to take your time. Don't put a super dark contour, but you do want a clean, continuous line. So that's what you see me doing right now, making a nice, clean, continuous line. Once you get that done, you kind of looking at how the light hits it now. The sphere is the hardest form because there are no straight sides. So you want to make sure everything kind of stays curvy. So as you kind of curve around here for where the shadow is, the opposite of the light, and then right here, there's like a circular kind of oval for the highlight area. Again, you want to start by kind of shading in your whole area of your light gray. And I'm going to kind of shade right around that circle because that's where my highlight's going to be. So I want to shade everything else kind of a light gray. And then from there, you can watch as we progress through, find the core shadow and the reflected light and the cast shadow. Okay?